Let's check in on the roads. What a day it was yesterday. Oh my goodness, Rob, not a nice one to be on the roads. And in fact, was warnings left, right and centre, particularly if you don't need to go anywhere or if you don't need to go on specific routes, don't. I don't know what it's looking like today. Morning.
Yeah, morning to you. Happy Wednesday, South Africa. Not nice to be on those roads, but would have been lovely if you're right in the middle of it. Everybody loves snow, don't they? Let's just recap what we saw yesterday and what the authorities were dealing with. This is a section of roadway around the Kokstad area. Really heavy snow, as you can see from that picture there. There's a vehicle that's needing to be towed out because it's in all sorts of trouble. We had an ambulance that was stuck in the snow yesterday as well. So it really was a very dramatic day, and that snow really centred around that sort of Kokstad region of KZN as the run-up from Kokstad up to Underberg with graders busy yesterday clearing that snow. The conditions this morning are improved. The roads are open, but we would urge motorists to travel later. Given the chilly conditions, the chilly temperatures, and given the amount of snow that's in that area will keep things chilly, that'll lead to potentially icy conditions and slippery conditions on the road. So, there will be a lot of sort of what you call onlooking spectator traffic driving into that region. So just try and resist the urge to go too early for your own safety, really. But a very dramatic day that we saw yesterday. A lot of viewers are getting in touch saying, what about the N3? What's the status there between Joburg and Durban? We've got to do that run this morning. We're a bit worried about the weather. Well, the N3 toll concession that run that N3 have said there are currently no incidents disrupting traffic flow. The weather is good enough for motorists and truckers to be driving, but it could change. Okay, so you need to listen out to Joel and the weather team for your weather forecast, and make sure you know and check before you travel the weather forecast on that N3, because what we saw in Kokstad could very easily end up making its way north into that part of sort of Free State and KZN. So check before you travel, the advice there. And to matters this morning, hey, if you need to go between the Vaal and Joburg, bad news, protesting this morning, burning tyres, and at least one truck has been set on fire on the R59. It's between Randval Road and the Heidelberg Road, the 550 exit, so just around the blockhouse services. Use the R82 this morning. Stay off the R59 between the Vaal and Joburg. Move across, go R82 via Walkerville as the alternative route.